Hello and welcome to the Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneurs show. I am your host and author, Lisa Sims. And let me first start off by saying Happy New Year to you. It is now January the 2nd, 2023, and I hope you had a good New Year's Day. And I also hope that you are looking forward to the possibilities that 2023 has in store, as well as the opportunities that are in store. I know I am. I have my Q1 goals already written out, and we are moving towards those. My motto is all gas, no brake. So I am moving in that direction, and I hope you are feeling the same about this new year. It's a new year, it's a new beginning, a new start. And so I'm just looking forward to all that it has to bring. And we have an exciting show today, and it's very fitting for the first month of the year. And January is National Be On Purpose Month. And what better way to get us started and being on purpose but have a show about being on purpose. But before I jump into the topic, I always like to do a little light housekeeping and let you know that, hey, you can listen to the Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneurs show on any podcast directory, such as Apple, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and more. And you can also view the Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneurs show on our Facebook page as well as YouTube. And we air every Monday bright and early at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So don't forget that. And also, if you would like to be a guest on the Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneurs show, head on over to our website, stretchingyourcash.com, and click on the Be My Guest link. The only requirement that I have is that your topic must pertain to the theme of this show, which is Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneurs. And you must be able to talk about it for 20 to 30 minutes. And if you can do that, go ahead and fill out the form, and I will review it, and I will be in contact with you. And so with that said, I'm going to go ahead and jump into today's topic. As I said, I'm excited about it because as with any new year, we have this motivation, this anticipation. We're just excited, and you can feel it in the air, and you can see it also. If you live near a gym, such as Planet Fitness, you'll see the parking lot is going to be packed with people wanting to tackle that New Year's resolution of getting in shape and losing weight. Well, for today, we are going to get our businesses in shape. And if you don't have a business and you're an aspiring entrepreneur, then this will give you that motivation to help you get started or start that side hustle while you're contemplating whether you're going to do it full time. But we're going to talk about 5 steps to being purpose driven in your small business. And I'm going to share with you some of my experiences with the IT mechanic as well as Lisa Teach Me. And the first thing I want to say about being purpose driven is you have to know your purpose. And oftentimes we don't really know our purpose. We think we do, but we really don't. But when you know your purpose helps to drive you in your small business. And so you don't want to not operate in your purpose. So after you listen to this, I hope you really just sit down and just kind of jot down, what is the purpose of my small business? What do I hope to accomplish? What do I hope that I can help people to do? And that purpose will help drive you. For instance, with this podcast, my purpose is to help you stretch $1 and do more with less in your small business. Being an entrepreneur myself, when I first started out, I didn't have any money because I had quit my job. And so I had to really be creative and do a lot of bootstrapping and everything. And so, but I know my purpose, as I was saying, for this podcast is to kind of share my trials, tribulations, and lessons with you so that you don't make the same mistakes. And so that purpose helps to drive me. Every time I get ready to create an episode, I keep my purpose in mind as to why I'm doing that, and it keeps me motivated. And so the same for you. Realize what your purpose is and walk in your purpose every day. And if you missed the New Year's Eve show, then I recommended the book Believe Bigger, and that helps you. That particular book, I forget the author of the book right now, but that particular book talks about discovering your life's purpose, and it can also help you to be able to set your purpose for your small business. So I would highly encourage you to pick up that book as well. But know your purpose. 2, as I said, write your purpose down and look at it. Once you have your purpose and you know it, put it up wherever you spend the most time, whether that's in your home office, whether it's in your car, on the refrigerator, on the bathroom mirror, wherever you spend the most time or you know you're going to see it, post it. So that you are reminded every day, this is why I get up early and I work late to do my small business, and just keep reminding yourself of it. You have to keep that purpose in front of you because that purpose continues to drive you, and it's going to motivate you on those days where you feel like giving up. And we've all had those days where we're like, man, I'm going to throw in this towel. And so long as you keep that up, you can see your purpose and you can see that vision for your small business and just keep going. And it will help you to actually keep going. And then also, the third tip that I have for you is to incorporate that purpose in all your marketing efforts, because that will help you to be able to make sure that your message is really being communicated to your target audience. Once you know it and you can communicate it, it really shows. I'll give you some examples. You've probably seen a lot of these stretching $1 for entrepreneurs marketing, whether it's the videos or the flyers and things of that nature. All of that has the purpose of the Stretching $1 for Entrepreneurs show. The color scheme of green, money, where it communicates in ways that you can see and that you don't see. You know, it speaks to you. And so you want to have your purpose in every marketing asset that you create. And when you create it, you want to look at it and make sure you ask the question, is this communicating the purpose that I want communicated to my target audience? And sometimes you're going to you're going to realize it doesn't, and then you're going to have to go back to the drawing board and come up with something else that really speaks to your target audience. But there's nothing wrong with that, because we're working on our purpose. And as I said earlier, January is Be On Purpose month. And we are going to be on purpose because it's a new year. And when you are purposeful in your actions, in your business, it shows and it helps you to stay focused. And that's what we want for 2023. We want to be focused, and we want to be able to see our goals come to fruition. It's not just good enough to write your goals down or, on your smartphone or however you store your goals. But we want to be able to check some of those goals off and say, hey, I put in the work. I put in the time to actually make these things happen. And so being on purpose and being driven, that's going to actually help us to get there. And so my fourth tip for you for being purpose-driven in your business is consistency. Consistency is the key. Now, I know for myself, and I'm just going to be real honest, when I have to get up and do the show, I have to sit on the side of the bed sometimes because, hey, that bed feels so good. And I'm like, oh, I really don't want to get up out of this bed. But the passion that I have for entrepreneurship and being able to share that information with you all motivates me to get up. And, my eyes may be heavy and I might not be able to see initially, but it motivates me to get up and set up and prepare to deliver the best show that I can, and to do it consistently. And consistency is the key. As you can see, since November, I forgot the actual date in November, every Monday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneur Show has launched an episode. Consistency. And I set that up for myself. I was like, we gotta have a consistent schedule and time, and that helps to drive me. And so I'm telling it to you, pick a day or sometimes, and even put it on your calendar. Schedule it in. If you're like me, I live by my phone and I live by Google Calendar, and I set everything in there. Schedule your time that you are going to work on your business in your phone or mobile device, and don't let anything come between you and that time. And if for some reason, and I know we all have excuses, and I know sometimes things happen and we just get so caught up and wrapped up, and then before you know it, the day has gotten away from us and we're like, man, I didn't get anything accomplished. And so if you are an aspiring entrepreneur and you want to start some kind of side hustle and everything, each day that you waste is a day that you are impacting your wealth potential, because you cannot get today back. So you have to be able to take the day that we have and the hours that we have, and you have to be able to run with it. And so, and be consistent. Consistency is the key. And if you can't be consistent, then sometimes you just have to really kind of figure out what is it that's stopping you from being consistent with working on your business or getting things accomplished in your business. And at those times, you might need to even get a business coach or get you an accountability partner, somebody that can help hold you accountable to say, okay, well, hey, you said you were going to do such and such. Did you do it? And if not, well, why didn't you do it? whatever it takes for you to be consistent and work on your business, that's what you need to do, because nobody can do it but you. And believe you me, it's hard work, but hard work pays off. And so we can either talk about it or be about it. And for 2023, I'm going to be about it. As I said earlier, I'm all gas, no brakes. And so I encourage you to do the same in your entrepreneurial journey. And then the fifth way to be purpose driven in your small business is to just go for it. After you've gotten your purpose, you've identified your purpose, you've reviewed your purpose, you're being consistent and all of these things, then it's time to implement. You just really got to go for it. And I know many people, we let fear stop us, but this year I don't want you to let fear stop you. I want you to let fear drive you. And I want you to use that fear and let it motivate you. And I'm just going to have a transparent moment with you. I'm not a video person. I am not a video person. And so it has taken a lot for me to not only make this podcast, the audio for the podcast, but to do the live streaming of the podcast. And you wouldn't think it's a big deal just to hit that record button, but for me it is, because I'm a behind the scenes type of person. And the audio aspect of podcasting is fine for me because, hey, you don't have to see me. But when I decided to incorporate video into the podcast, then I was like, okay, now I gotta face my fears. I gotta be on camera, and I gotta make sure that I'm energetic and that everything is all right. And I know some people are perfectionists, and I used to be that way, to make sure that everything is just perfect and everything is lined up. And before I hit that record button, it used to take me, I'd say, about 5 minutes before I hit that record button. But now I just go ahead and I hit the button and we're rolling. And you've got to get like that. Once you've done everything else, then you just got to go for it. And then you make adjustments along the way. There's going to be some hiccups. There's going to be some ups and downs. You learn from those, and then you keep it moving. And so you just got to go for it. Just like I overcame my fear of, not really fear, well, I guess it is a fear, of video, being on camera and everything. I mean, I do it. It's not that, not that I don't do it, but like I said, I'm just more of a behind the scenes type of person. But now it's fine for me to be on camera. I just roll with it. However it comes out, it comes out. So I want you to take that approach too, because you can stop your own self. So you got to get out of your own head and get out of your own way and just do the doggone thing and be finished with it. And that's what I want you to do for January. Remember, January is Be on Purpose month. And so I want you to walk in your purpose. I want you to talk with purpose. And I want you to live with purpose. And so with all of that, you can't help but to go ahead and accomplish your goals and dreams that you have set for yourself. And also, as you are going through your business, particularly if you are, say, restructuring or aspiring entrepreneur, take you some videos as you're going through the process and document it so that you can look back on it and you can say, oh man, I remember when I started with this, and I remember how I felt. And just, you will be surprised how not only that can encourage you, but that can encourage other people as well. And so I do that a lot myself. I'll take pictures and I'll take videos just to remind myself of this is the progress that I've made, and that if I could come through that, there's nothing that I can't do. And I encourage you to do the same thing. So while you've got your mobile device, turn on your camera, record a video, take some pictures, and let that motivate you to continue on your journey and realize it's not going to be easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. But hey, you have been chosen, and whether you wanted to or not, you've been chosen, and so it's time to walk in your purpose. I know many years ago, and the book is still available, Rick Warren wrote a book, The Purpose Driven Life. And so I would highly encourage you to check that book out as well, just to help you personally with your purpose and whatnot. And so those are my 5 steps for being purpose driven in your small business. I gave you a little bit of motivation for 2023 to get you pumped up and hyped up to go for it and just take your foot off the brake and just go. That's all we can do. Neither any of us know how much time we have left on this earth. But what we do know is that, hey, we can maximize and live it to the fullest potential that we can. And that's what I plan to do for 2023. And I hope you plan to do that as well. And so with that, I am going to go ahead and get out of here for this first Monday of January 2023. And don't forget to connect with me on social media. You can connect on TikTok and Facebook and YouTube. And also, we are going to be streaming live on different platforms in addition to Facebook and YouTube. We're going to be live streaming on Twitch. So that's going to be interesting as well. And we're also going to be live streaming as well on Twitter. And so I'm looking forward to doing new and exciting things with the Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneurs show. And so with that, I am going to talk to you and see you on next Monday. And I hope you have a great week and a blessed week. And remember, do something every day to work on your business, because if you don't do it, nobody else is going to do it for you. And so with that, take care, and I'll see you next Monday.